Sure. Let's go for it. What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 164 of the Tops Daily Grind podcast.
That was solid. That was comfortable. I mean, it kind of stopped short, but it was good. It was good.
Yeah. I was going to not say anything and just like let
it be awkward.
Let it be awkward for a bit. See how long before people noticed.
Yeah. Do you want a beer or something?
That it was Clint again.
Sure.
Okay. I guess I'll go get you a beer.
Yeah.
I mean, I
probably should have started.
Because you offered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could
Do
go
you
over
want
there
one?
and get one.
No, I got my water.
Okay.
My no-name brand. Welcome back, Clint.
Oh,
it's been a
thanks.
while.
Yeah. December.
I don't remember when, but I knew you were on once, right?
Yeah, twice.
You were on twice?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with
I was on one with Justin.
With Justin, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
With the pans and stuff.
Yep. That was in December.
Yeah. So now I don't know if everybody knows, but now you're not just a guest no more.
No. Now I answer the phone.
Now you know you've peeped behind the curtain.
I did.
You've seen the wizard. It wasn't it's just like the movie, huh?
Thank you. Yeah, it was just like the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except the wizard here has a beard.
Which one's that? Which one's
Leo.
Leo's the wizard?
Yeah.
Sorry I'm late. The Justin episode was our Only Pans episode. That was a good one, Jesus, and you know it.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Tell me that wasn't a good one.
Was it?
It wasn't.
Yeah,
It was
good.
stupid.
It was
I
a
know
good
that.
It was
I'm
good.
aware. I thought you liked puns.
I do, but I missed that one, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? You didn't get it?
No, because I
Do
didn't
you mean to explain it to you?
Can you? Because I didn't hear the full thing.
I said that was our Only Pans episode.
Yeah.
I don't think he knows what the only pants
You know what
part
I'm
is.
fucking talking about.
No, I don't.
Don't act like you don't. Only Fans? Only Pans?
OnlyFans.
Come on, man.
Oh.
Come on.
I wouldn't look up OnlyFans on the company computer.
I wasn't thinking about
Oh,
OnlyFans.
he knows what it is. It's not like he doesn't.
I know what it is. I was thinking more because I was talking about the Wizard of Oz. I'm like, what the
Oh, yeah.
fuck is it gonna-
I didn't have my headset on when I thought of it.
Yeah.
And so, sorry, everybody. I was
That's why
I was backtracking. Yeah.
That's why you drove us off a cliff.
What was up with the wizard thing? I missed that.
Oh, so Clint works with us now. So I was saying that he's peeped behind the curtains.
Oh, yes.
Of Oz, and he's seen who the wizard
little
is. And, so I'm like, it's just like the movies. The magic's gone, you know.
Oh, no, there's still magic.
It's been there for another week.
Yeah.
Probably.
FM. Fucking magic.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, neither.
So whenever you're dealing with electronics and the smoke comes out, you let out the magic. So, like when we were dealing with ECMs and stuff when I was a mechanic, when you're first starting out and you have no idea how that shit works, it's called fucking magic.
You were a mechanic?
I was.
What'd you fix? Like automobiles or?
No, like on highway trucks.
Can you move your cup like this way?
This way?
Just as long as it's not in front of you. Because if I do clips and stuff, it's like weird that it's just like,
Yeah.
you know.
Jesus doesn't like stuff in the shot.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There's a bunch of shit that I should have moved on,
Yeah,
on
I'm
my part
surprised.
too.
I'm surprised at you right now.
It's okay.
Other podcasts have like trinkets and bobbleheads and
No, like
shit like that in front of
when
their-
when it's part of it, it's okay. But when it's just one fucking blue thing
one random blue
or
cup.
one red thing or like where it's really obvious and it. Yeah, that's a shit.
You know what I miss? I miss the gavel.
Oh yeah, I don't know
Where is that?
That's right there somewhere. Oh, I know it's in here. I think it's either in one of those. Anyway, I was asking you. You were a mechanic
Yeah, I was a mechanic. Yeah,
of what?
like on highway trucks.
Oh shit. Okay,
Like what they have across the street.
I know what a truck is.
Well, I don't mean like pickup
like a
truck.
diesel.
No,
like a diesel.
yeah, I know what. Cat. Yeah.
Yeah. Specifically, cat.
Specifically
Actually,
long haul trailers.
How long did you do that for?
a few years. I worked on trucks, and then I moved from a company to a municipality where I worked a lot on heavy equipment that munched garbage.
Oh shit. So like, there's got to be some similarities, like, to cars where they have to work sort of similar. So I have this problem with my car. This is why I'm asking. And I'm like, I'm
getting some free mechanic advice here.
I'm going to get some free
nice.
mechanic advice, and you'll get some free advice from me whenever you want. So my car had the check engine light, right? And it says something about it being basically the emissions or whatever.
Okay.
And so I switched the mass airflow sensor, and then I switched 2 oxygen sensors. The what is it? The upside and the downside or whatever. And then like the check engine light was still on, but it was giving me another code. And so I switched the throttle position sensor, which comes with the throttle body, right? It goes, and then so you have your what is it, where your air filter is, and then you have the intake.
Yeah.
So that thing that goes on top of the throttle body, the intake thing. It was, when I took it off, it had like gasoline, like it wasn't completely. Is that normal?
Fairly. Yeah.
So anyway, so I switched it. The throttle body and the throttle body position sensor, and I put a new one in. And you know how you have to, is it calibrated or whatever?
Okay.
So that it learns where it's, because it's shifting. But it works good for maybe like 10 minutes, and then it starts acting like it starts shaking a little bit. And then when it idles for, say, like 10, 15 minutes, that we're just idling. Like if we go to the store or something and my wife goes inside the store and I'm out there, when we get home and I turn it off, it keeps running for like 2 or 3 seconds. I guess my question is, what do you think it is?
I'd have to look at it.
God damn it.
So you're not getting any free advice today.
No.
All that fucking time, me explaining the fucking thing for you to say.
What I was going to say is that emissions are only bad for you in California. So I think you're okay.
No, well, I don't
just drive it.
Well, I don't care about that, but like
I mean,
it's not that.
I'm kidding.
I don't care about the environment. It's just.
So
No, I'm just kidding. I do care.
I had this old pickup that would squirt fuel.
How is this going to help me with my
Nice.
situation, though?
It would squirt fuel into its air filter.
Yeah, okay.
And when you'd shut it off, it would run until it ran out of fuel from the air filter.
That's what I feel is happening. Like I feel like it's.
Yeah. Which is why I think it's normal. Probably not.
Yeah,
No, it's not normal, but
He used to do that. He's fine.
Yeah.
But see, what's funny is that when I I'll unplug the battery, so I'll do the whole, turn it off and back on it again, because that solves everything most of the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So when I do that, it does work. It does. If anybody's out there listening to my rambling, and you know what's going on, like, can you send
us
me a
up.
message
Yeah.
or something?
Leave a comment.
Leave a comment or send me a direct message. I don't care. But anyway, it's weird because I think that throttle position sensor is good. What I imagine, maybe it's that, what is it called, the computer,
Yeah. I could take
ECM
a look at,
or whatever.
Take a look at it for you.
I think that you should do the same thing to yourself that you did to me. You should put this on. You should put this on. You should put this on Top's Daily Grind and tell people to do it, but only give you the wrong answer.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But they did
Wrong answers only.
He asked for the right answers.
Yeah,
asked for
but
the
they
right
were
answer.
clearly all of the wrong answer.
They were all right. His
Mine
was
was
literally.
perfect.
His was spot on.
They
know
were. I got destroyed in those comments. By the way.
You know the thing though that's funny, that I forgot to look on Facebook.
Oh, and there's some good ones there too.
There's good ones on there too.
I saw that one too. Thank you. By the way.
Yeah, I don't know who copied who, but I think
Yeah.
I think Julio copied my comment.
Yeah, I got.
If you didn't, Julio, I'm sorry.
A lot of people were talking
minds
shit on
think
that.
alike, I guess.
So yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, but I post anything else, no comments. But I post something like that, and everybody wants to join in.
It was
funny.
It was the facial expression. Although I was nice enough to say that Craig had his stern voice.
Thank you. I don't really have one of those, but I appreciate the.
No,
Holy
but-
shit! There's 46 comments now.
Yeah,
I only saw like 15.
But you still have you have a resting.
A resting bitch face?
I was gonna say a resting stern voice face.
No, it's a resting bitch face. I know that. I'm aware of it. I just don't know how to change it.
Botox.
I'm not gonna stand in front of the mirror and practice not looking like a bitch. So I guess I just do it.
Huh.
So yeah. It's
Yeah.
just how it is.
I think Botox would help.
Maybe we should do. Maybe once you do that, we can do like a mean tweets type episode where we read comments that people write about us.
Yeah.
I like it.
It'll take like 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, but still.
Well,
It'll
maybe,
be the
We can make it a
shortest fucking
segment.
ep-
It'll be a segment of an episode.
It'll be a very short
or
segment.
maybe you clip that where we're going to do a mean tweets episode and then to comment on our previous
Be
videos.
dicks to us? No, I don't think so. I mean, don't. I mean, I guess there's nothing stopping you from commenting.
And it's okay. Like, I know that I'm not as smart as the average bear. So I can take those condiments.
Damn, dude, bears are pretty dumb. So I hope you are, or else what the fuck are you doing talking to us here?
The Forest Service tells you that there's significant crossover.
Fucking Justin.
That's because I'm like,
Oh my god.
that's because Justin put like a really
man.
tame comment,
Yeah.
and then
then he backed it up.
then I coaxed him into
What he really thought.
and then he went overboard, which is
Fuck.
was just perfect. Can you read some?
Yeah, I'll do it. So maybe you can like put the picture we're talking about up on the episode somewhere.
No,
Okay. So it's a picture of me.
I will.
Like,
it's this picture, right?
Yeah, that one. So let's see.
Oh, dude.
The Gear Shack
We
said.
got our next image.
The Gear Shack said, when Craig hears a woman talk back. That one's kind of fucked up.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's funny.
Let's see. Presenting his case for wearing his fanny pack as a tactical crossbody bag. Thank you so much, Pedro. Motherfucker. Oh, God. Do you like this color of nail polish? It's non-GMO. That one's very well thought out. Oh, Clint. I hadn't seen this one. Motherfucker. It's a good thing you're here. All right. He said,
Honestly,
Craig in his serious voice, listen, guys, it's so I don't have to sit on my wallet. Quit calling it a man purse. The funny thing about that is his mom, or not his mom, his wife at the 4th of July thing was like, hey, that's a nice purse.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was all like, I was acting annoyed, and then I think she thought I was really annoyed.
She did apologize, just not to your face.
He, like Joe Biden, is trying not to fall. That's fucking great. Let's see.
Okay, you want me to read some?
Yeah, read some of the better ones.
No, I'm gonna read some that.
Some of the ones from Facebook, or
Yeah. Some of the ones that my friend here came up with.
oh, great.
Craig demonstrating the art of whatever this is. Craig auditioning for the role of human windmill.
That one's dumb.
Nailed it. That one's pretty dumb, yeah. When you've had one too many and think you can fly. These are pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Craig's new workout routine, the invisible wall push coming to a gym near you. All these suck.
Yeah.
Practicing his I swear I'm not drunk walk. Somebody already said that. Okay. Yeah, these suck.
Yeah. Is that what you're telling your friend?
Yeah.
It's not very nice.
I know. When the world ends,
You're going to be the first one that gets murked by AI.
you think so?
The first kill from a Terminator is going to be you.
Oh, fine.
And it's not going to be a Terminator. It's going to be like one of those maid robots. Clean your house and shit. And then it's just one day they're going to be like, all right, it's time. And then you're going to get murdered. You're going to get raped and killed by a fucking
Dude, we can't say any of this
AI robot.
No wonder we don't get pushed to anything. Jeez.
Sorry.
You can't just say sorry.
Am I right?
You probably.
I was just.
What do you think,
I was imagining the maid from the Jetsons.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. What are you doing over there, Jesus?
I went to Facebook to read the comments from there.
That's going to be the theme music as the maid from the Jetsons comes after him.
Maybe, I guess.
Yeah.
So here are the ones from Facebook. Facebook. Like I said, Julio stole mine.
Yeah.
Then I was like in my Iron Man suit. He's telling everyone that's enough making fun of me and my purse. That was Anna, by the way.
That was
He's drunk and navigating his way back to his vehicle while you're all making fun of him. That's not nice.
was that Justin?
Jorge.
Oh.
Carlos Fuentes safe. That's good.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
a good one.
That's a good
That's
one.
a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, nice.
Just one word, man.
Fucking that's
Safe.
witty right
Yeah,
there.
I like that one. It's not a purse. It's called a satchel. Indiana Jones wears one from
The Hangover.
The Hangover. Yeah.
Indiana Jones.
Well, it's a
Oh,
quote,
yeah, that's the rest of the
That's
quote.
the
Okay, I
rest
got
of
you.
the
I
quote.
got you.
He's using the force hold down the earth. I saw that on Instagram
Yeah,
too.
I wonder if that was the same person.
I hope so. Because if two people thought about that, I'm sorry.
Maybe it's a good one.
I'm sorry, Jeremy. Sorry. Can you say something?
Oh, you want me to say something?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, hey, guys.
Learning to fly. Jason, let's see. Calm down. I will sign all your autographs. If y'all just calm down.
I have signed exactly 2 autographs since I've worked here.
Nah, you signed way more than that. 2. I've signed at least 5.
You have?
Yeah.
No, I've only done 2.
And you've signed the ones I've signed.
Oh, but but those are ones that multiple people signed. I'm talking 2 where they asked me to sign.
Oh, you specifically
Yes,
in
just
person.
me. Yeah,
Or over online or whatever.
in person.
Oh,
That shows.
That's 2 more than me.
You probably felt like that at the parade. The Hall and the Knife.
No, it was really awkward at first, actually.
But then I think that was cool.
It was
People
it
were
was
like,
fun. People liked it, but it was weird because I feel like the first half of the parade was really excited. Everybody's like cheering and like real happy to get the candy or the frisbees or whatever was getting thrown out, and they seemed really excited. But every time I would walk up to somebody and like act like I was going to hand them the knife, they'd all be like, "Oh no!" And then at some point, somebody was like, "I'll take a selfie with it," and then from that point to the end of it, like there was only a couple of kids who were like, "Oh no," and all I had to do was be like, "Yeah, just take a picture," and they'd be like, "Oh, okay."
Oh.
And so yeah, a bunch of people took selfies with it, and
Yeah, it would have been less awkward probably if you had a sign where like get a selfie.
maybe.
That way,
But it was part of it was probably me too, just being awkward. But then once I got over
looking
that
at them
too,
like this.
maybe. Yeah, I probably did have my resting bitch face on. So,
But I'm glad you were the one that carried it, because I think if I would have carried it, it would have been a total of like
everybody would have been
one
afraid.
person.
Yeah,
It would have been one person. Maybe next year we should carry one of these boards and just like have Clint flip it. I was thinking of Justin.
yeah. It was cool though because like the diversity of people that wanted to take a picture with it was huge. It was everything from like little kids to teenagers to adults, male, female, like didn't matter. Like a whole bunch of people were just like, yeah, let's do this. A lot of people asked if they could have it, and then a lot of people asked if it was real. As I was holding the edge.
Well, literally, it is real.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a real piece of wood.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of people were like, "Can I have it?" And I'm like, "No."
Yeah.
So there were these little kids towards the end. Mm-hmm. There was like 4 of them. They couldn't have been any older than 7. And as we drove by, just the little boy was just so excited. He goes, "Look at all those weapons!"
Was that your kid?
No. But like he literally started to shake.
Like shaking. That's awesome.
He was so excited.
That's awesome. Kids are pretty cool.
When I was a kid, I loved weapons. I guess that hasn't changed.
But I don't know if when I was 7, if I saw him in the parade, I would start shaking with excitement.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have done that. But
Yeah, I probably wouldn't.
it's cool to see people get excited about things.
I wish I could get excited about things.
Do you?
I wish, yeah, but I don't. Like I never really get excited about it.
What if you try? What if you did like a fake it till you make it type sitch?
That might work.
Did you just say sitch?
Yeah.
Because that
Situation.
I know what sitch is.
I just wanted to slow it. I just wanted to not use as many syllables. But now you've ruined it.
I'm sorry. But
We used way more than we needed to.
that was from like
You're
year
still going
2000.
Is it?
You're still going on.
I never used it back then.
Would have been done a long time ago.
Oh man,
Anyway, where's Leo?
he's busy.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, we could go. I've gotten in the habit of trying to make Timber upset by using current slang words.
Do you know any gang signs?
Gang?
Okay, never mind.
He doesn't know he doesn't even know what a gang is.
Do you, well,
Clan, do you know any clans?
I want to do this.
None that are appropriate for YouTube.
Wait, hold on.
Are you trying to do the blood one?
No.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah, see? I was going to do this because I was wearing a red shirt.
But you're not anymore.
No, that's why I won't do it.
I could show you some, but we're not doing it on YouTube.
No, you can show them to me right now. The camera's
I just
on
know
me.
the Western Watts one. That's it.
Yeah.
No, I'll do it when the cameras are off.
Yeah, because Craig's from the west side.
Yep.
He said it once before. So
I did. To the west side.
I can't believe I had that pulled up.
Yeah, good.
I've
Good
wanted to
job.
use that button again. Oh, I have that one too.
Good job.
Thank you for setting me up. That's two, man. That's great. Oh, God. Sorry.
These buttons are so useless.
They're the most useless fucking thing ever, man.
I'm glad we finally started using them less.
Oh, yeah. I fucking hate them, but...
No, you don't.
In the proper context, they work.
Okay.
Right now, it was the proper context.
Fair enough.
Clint.
Oh, yeah.
Is that your signature thing or what?
My signature thing?
I thought he was about to throw up that gang sign. He said he wasn't going to.
That's the gang sign.
Oh, that's...
Why can't you?
If you had to come up with a name for the gang that Clint is in, what do you think?
I suck at this kind of thing. But I got nothing, dude. I got nothing.
The Mighty Ducks.
It would be some play on words where all three letters started with a K.
Oh shit!
But it wouldn't be that.
Well,
No.
It would be like a competing organization. God,
Are you
damn
racist,
it.
no.
No, he's not. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
It'd be the opposite, but it'd be a funny play on words.
Although sometimes I feel like people think I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems
Yeah, because
reasonable.
Well, it's because I'm like the pastiest dude I've ever seen, other than the one albino guy I've met.
you did go and help Peruvians once, so
Yep.
you can't be racist, I guess.
You still could. I mean, it's still possible.
It is. It is.
I guess. Not likely, but
Maybe.
We have some Peruvian followers. Did you know that?
Not anymore.
Why?
After this.
after this,
After.
I went there
Yeah, I saved.
and I was nice.
How was it?
He told
It was
us last time, remember?
I know. But he wasn't on the podcast.
Yeah, he was.
I don't remember if I said it on the
Were you
podcast.
Yeah.
talking about Peruvians on the podcast?
Maybe on the first one.
Yeah, when he went down to Peru and saved. Remember when they made fun of the lady being in a wheelchair?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right. yeah.
Nadia.
You didn't say her
He
name.
remembers her name.
Of course I remember her name. I carried her up a mountain.
I guess that's true.
Dude, I don't know why I started laughing so hard when you said that.
I don't know.
I felt bad afterwards.
I don't think she has internet or a phone. So
So you're safe. She's not
You
offended.
you don't think she progressed in life?
No.
I'd be honestly, I'd be amazed if she's still alive.
Oh fuck!
Wow. You're making fun of a dead, wheelchair-bound lady,
No.
Jesus. What the fuck,
No,
dude?
I'm not.
Not anymore.
If she's dead, then she can hear me, and I apologize, ma'am.
Maybe she still only speaks Spanish, though.
Oh, me disculpa, por favor.
Now she needs to know why.
Oh, porque dije pendejada y media. Okay.
Oh, man.
Timber sent you a message, but she sent it to me. So
Yep. That's true. Because I didn't get it.
here.
It's hot.
Oh shit.
99 degrees.
Oh,
outside
shit.
right now. She can just send it to me. I can't see that. There's a glare.
It said if you're still looking for a long yak.
No, it's the message below that.
Yak.
She flipped him the bird, but she did send it to me.
Okay.
She didn't say it was specifically for
I'm
you.
pretty sure that was for you.
Anyway, for those that are still sticking around, the reason we're doing this is because, like we said, Leo's busy. But fuck.
What is Leo doing right now?
I don't know. Should we call him? No, let's probably not call him.
No, let's not call him. He is busy. He's working on shops. He's working on a storefront. He's working on the trailer. He's probably working on the boat he just got. A bunch of stuff. Mainly like the shops in the store though.
The store is going to be we're getting a lot of questions about it.
Hopefully it'll be done before like the holidays.
Oh, that'd be good.
We were thinking. I think that he was thinking it'd be done around like fall, but I think it's gonna be. I think it's going to be a little bit longer than that. But if it can get done before the holidays, that'll be badass. We already have dealer accounts set up with a few companies. So it's not just going to be knives. So if you do happen to be in the Rigby or Idaho Falls area, or if you're going to be passing through, like on your way to Yellowstone or whatnot, once that's open, you'll be able to see it from Highway 20.
Did you say knives?
No. Okay. It'll be a lot more than just knives. But we'll have probably flashlights. We'll have med kits. We'll have bags. We'll probably have accessories
with Clint.
Probably, yes. Probably. We'll probably have accessories for like racks for vehicles. So some overlanding stuff. We may end up with some like camping gear, tents, things like that. But mainly, cool. I think it'll be like knives and EDC type gear. So med kits, flashlights, multi-tools.
It's gonna be too small to have like displays like they do in Cabela's, right?
Yeah, it won't be anything too crazy, but it's not small. I mean, the space itself is actually fairly large.
It's not just that entrance?
Just a knife store. No. It's that whole part of the shop.
Oh shit!
So
then we could have like a stuffed goat or something.
We're gonna do so. He's gonna put in a couple of like axe throwing booths, so people will be able to come in and throw knives and axes. He's gonna have a thing set up so that people can bring knives in and get them sharpened. That's cool. And then apart from that, knives and gear.
Can we have like fun stuff to throw because like at the throwing places where you throw axes and stuff, you just throw them at boards.
Oh yeah, okay. So you're saying like different targets?
Yeah, like cool, like fun targets, like
a zombie.
No, those are
sure. No, we've seen stuff like that. We've seen one of the first throwing places that we went to, like when we were at shows, they had normal targets, but the stuff you could throw there was a lot of different things. They had axes, they had knives, they had fucking playing cards that were metal, that were like sharpened corners, throwing stars, like all sorts of like things to throw that were pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And then have cool stuff to throw it at.
And the other thing you could do is like you could get like a deck of cards and like pin cards to the board and try and hit the cards, and so you didn't just have to throw at a target. Like you could do other things.
Yeah, like for example, if you're gonna come, like if you're gonna stop by, like in the next week, you could like send us an image of your like in-laws or something, and then we'll have them ready when you get there.
That's probably fine.
Yeah, because it's not like public.
Yeah, maybe just don't record that.
You're privately doing it.
Yeah. I think that's still homicide.
No, it's not homicide.
Whether you do it publicly or not.
Well, I didn't say bring in your in-laws. I said
don't actually kill anybody.
No, I said send a picture to us so that we can have it ready for you.
Oh yeah,
to throw at.
Not actually bring your in-laws. Don't bring your in-laws.
Don't bring your in-laws.
We don't want to see them either.
They can throw stuff. I don't care.
If you don't like them, we probably don't like them. But yeah, the store should be pretty legit. There's a lot of cool stuff that we're gonna have in there.
Yeah. At what point do you realize if the problem is you or everybody else?
I think at that point where it's everybody else, you are the problem.
Was that really profound, or was that like...
Nah, that was fucking
really
shallow
simple.
shit.
I told you I'm not as smart as the average bear, so it had to be pretty simple.
Oh, man. It took me a second. I'm like, did he like really nail that?
No.
That was that just really simple?
That was the... Yeah, that was very...
I thought I think you nailed it.
That was very surface level.
No, I think you nailed it.
No. Okay, maybe like a fucking 1 foot pool. That's how deep it was.
How deep did you expect him to go?
I don't know, like at least 4 feet.
I got to dig hard to get to 4 feet.
I misheard that for a second. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, the store should be awesome. Anyway, the shops are getting really close too. Oh, last night we were coming back from golf, and it was dark, and so Leo was gonna drop us all off. We all just drive to the golf in one vehicle. We come back, we're almost here, and we see this Suburban pull into the parking lot, basically pull onto the property, and I'm looking, and nobody said anything, and I'm like, is that thing? Did they just pull up to like one of your shops? And he looks over, he's like, yeah, they did. So he pulls in right behind him, pulls up right behind the vehicle, and they're basically parked right in front of the shops, and he's parked right behind him. and the door opens in the passenger side and then closes most of the way.
Oh, shit.
And we're like, fuck, like, should we get out? What do we do? You know, like, if we get out and it gets, and it, yeah. If we get out and it gets weird, it's going to get bad fast.
Yeah.
And so we get out and we're like, we're all, it was all four of us got out. It was me, Leo, Chad, and Angel. We all four get out, and of course Leo's big, so everybody's gonna be like, "Oh fuck, maybe we should think twice," right?
Oh.
But I come walking around the passenger side, and Leo comes walking around the front of his vehicle to get there, and as I'm walking up, the dude opens the door and steps out, turns around, looks at us, and I can tell he's scared, and so I'm like, "What's up?" And he's like, "Oh,
you said that?
Yeah."
Like that?
Yeah,
Just like
I
that?
I did.
Fuck,
and he's like,
dude, that would have scared the shit out of me.
And he's like, and I'm like, it's okay. Well, like, I'm just asking,
Sorry.
like, who you are and what you're doing here. And he's like, well, and he's like stuttering. And then he sees Leo, and it gets even worse.
Oh, fuck.
And at that point, we're like, oh, okay, this is gonna be fine. Like, this is something normal. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
And the guy starts talking, and eventually he spits it out that he's gonna be working with one of the guys that's gonna rent one of those shops. The one that you know.
Yeah.
And so Matt's gonna rent two of them, I think. And the guy's like, yeah, I'm gonna be working with Matt. Matt. And Leo's like, Matt who? like, and it's Leo like being serious, and so you know it sounded scary as fuck, and it's dark, and he's huge.
Yeah.
And so he's just like, Matt who? And the guy's like, Matt, you know, like Matt. He's gonna rent one of these, and Leo's like, kind of like. And finally he's like, well, he does he's like a mechanic, and Leo's like, oh, Matt Rosenberg, yeah, Rosenberg Auto, and he's like, finally he spits it out, and Leo's like, oh yeah, okay, cool. If you want to go, like, here, just take a walk in, you can take a look around, and the guy's like, okay.
Oh, okay, so those shops over there.
Yeah.
So he was just seeing how to get to.
Yeah, he was just checking out the place he's gonna be working.
Because I thought you meant here in the front. Like,
oh yeah, no, those shops.
I was like, what does that have to do with
that
him?
are empty?
Okay.
Oh, but it was so fucking funny because that dude, pretty sure he shit his pants. Like, he was scared because it was him and his wife, and I think they had probably like a couple kids in the back. There was more than just two people.
Oh.
And so he was probably like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get murdered, just because I fucking drove up to this building in the middle of the night.
Because he didn't know.
He didn't know
Leo was the owner
exactly,
either. Oh,
exactly.
Fair enough.
And so then Leo introduced himself and shaking hands and everything's cool, but it was fucking funny. That dude was so scared.
I feel bad.
I felt bad afterwards too,
Yeah.
but we laughed really hard. And then Leo called Matt, and Matt laughed really hard. It was awesome. But yeah, it was poor guy.
How do you think he's telling this story?
Oh, he's probably like, I thought I was gonna die.
I almost got jumped by 4 dudes, but then it turned out it was cool.
Yeah, but then they invited me in.
See, because I would have told it a lot different.
Oh,
I would have been the hero of my fucking story.
no, he was scared. He
was.
was.
And then these 4 guys got out, and I was like, "What?" And they were like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "No, your business." And then they walked away. That's how my story would have ended.
Oh, yeah. I kept my wife and the kids in the car.
Yeah.
And I fought off these 4
saved
dudes.
everybody.
Yeah, I saved everybody. The big guy, I like chest bumped him, and he was like, you know what?
Yeah, I don't.
You know
Nobody's
what?
gonna believe that.
No, of course not.
No. But yeah,
If they know me-
oh, dude, it was funny.
If they know me, they're not gonna believe it. But if they don't know me,
Or if they know Leo, they're not going to believe it at all.
yeah,
we felt bad for the guy, but that first few seconds where we're stepping out and their door was already open, it was like, this could either go really bad or it's gonna be just fine.
yeah.
Because we couldn't see inside that vehicle. Like, we could see that there was a person in the driver and passenger and at least one other person in the back, but we couldn't, like, it was dark. We couldn't tell size. We had no idea.
Yeah.
And then that dude steps out and as soon as you kind of hear him like stammering and hear his voice shaking a little bit, it's like, okay, we're good. But it was, oh dude, it was funny. The timing was perfect because we pulled in literally 5 seconds after he did. Like, right as soon as he pulled in, we pulled in.
Oh shit.
And so couldn't have been any
It was
better.
almost like you were waiting for him.
Exactly. And I guarantee you that's what he was thinking. Like, oh shit, this guy's fucking on it. And
Do
so
you think he made a scenario in his mind that, like, you know how when sometimes you get into not even an argument, but when you're talking to somebody, then all of a sudden your mind just kind of goes off and makes a scenario that's not. You have conversations.
yeah,
and
that
shit.
happens all the time to me.
Yeah, when I'm driving when I'm driving, that's what happens because I'm bored. Like if I'm listening to a podcast or something, or listening to a book, my mind just like if it picks up on something, it just goes
You
off
just
on
run
a tangent.
off, and then 5 minutes later, you're like, "What am I even listening to?"
Yeah, I don't know what I listen to. I don't know where I'm at. I'm usually like in the wrong part of town anyway. But yeah, do you think he did that?
I think that he shit his pants, and I think his life flashed before his eyes. Because, like I said, all four of us got out at the same time.
Do you think on his drive home, his wife was like, "Why the fuck did you get out?" You know, like
Yeah,
like yelling at him,
she was probably like, "You almost died."
like berating him and shit. And then his kids probably be like, "Dad, you suck," or something. Yeah,
Yeah, and he like, but he in his
I'm sorry.
mind, he stepped out and probably saved their lives.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, in his mind, he did the right thing.
yeah, if it was me, that's what I would have done.
If it was me, I wouldn't have pulled up right there. I would have just kind of been like, "Okay, I think that's it."
Well,
I mean, like,
it's not that he was trapped, but they were almost trapped because they had pulled almost all the way up to the shop.
I would have
and
made
Leo
it.
pulled up behind him. He stopped 2 feet behind him.
I would have made that situation way worse.
Like for them to drive out of there would have been difficult because they would have had to kind of like do like a 2 or 3 point turn to get out because they were close to the building and we were right behind them.
This is how cops shoot innocent people because they're already like obviously.
Oh yeah,
because they're already like on edge.
yep.
Especially if like they've had an experience already,
And it's dark.
So yeah,
Well, that's what I was thinking. Is if he was an irresponsible firearm owner, that could have gone sideways really quick.
Oh, he would have got shot.
Well,
Yeah.
if he would have came out with that in hand,
yeah.
He would have got shot.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it could have turned ugly really quickly.
Really fast.
And so, I mean, I'm a firm believer in the training, and it's more than just accuracy training. It's situational
It's the whole
awareness,
situation.
Psychology
Yeah.
and
Yep.
shit.
all of that.
Even though
goes into
psychology
play.
can it's like what I've learned from not from this, but just in life in general, just other stuff. Sometimes too much information hinders you. Like you don't do stuff because you overthink it.
Analysis paralysis.
Yep, analysis paralysis.
God, I hate that phrase.
Yeah, that's why I try not to say
I'm
it.
sad that I used it just now. Sorry, everyone.
No, but that's exactly what it is, though. Like, if I could have saved myself like 7 words had I just said that. But yeah, you do get it. That is real.
Yeah.
Like me with
It happens to me a lot.
yeah, when with the like chart analysis and stuff. If you add too many things to it, you fucking it's worse than just doing one thing.
I'm surprised that it happens to you because your personality type is not very analytical. Not that you're. Let me say this a different way. Your personality type is bold. You want bullet points and you want to move on. You don't need all the little nitty gritty. You don't need that shit. You just want the bullet points and move on.
Yep. That's
And
on the outside though.
Oh yeah.
But like there's a lot of stuff that I wanna like I do wanna know, but I don't want the fluffed up version. I do want the
Right.
I agree with you. I do want simplified to the point now, but I do want a lot of information.
Yeah. Yeah. No, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, you just don't want the fluff. So it's
No.
weird to me that you would get stuck analyzing.
I do because there's this in particular, because there's a lot of contradictory things. So you'll see two things that are telling you the opposite. So like, which one do you listen to? Normally, I'm okay that I can go with. Well, this one's got more weight, so this one I can usually ignore. But sometimes when you have 3 like shitty ones and one really good one, and the 3 shitty ones are counter, that's when you're like, I don't know. So I usually ignore that and then don't do anything. But right, Clint?
Yeah, definitely.
Would you have stepped out
Would
if you were the guy in the Suburban?
I would have stepped out, but it would have been less of a frightened step out, and it would have been more of a confident, see what the fuck is happening. I want to know who's trapping me. And I mean, like, they weren't totally trapped, but it would have been a pain in the ass to get out. I want to know who it is and why, and I'm going to try and explain myself why I'm there if it's somebody that needs to know why. if some random jackass just pulls in behind me, because who the fuck knows why? 5 seconds after I pull in, if they might have been following me.
But see, that's the thing. He didn't know if it was some random jackass.
But it would have been get the facts before you react.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I would have been very timid. I would if it was me, I would have stepped out and probably been just like him. Because I'm on private property. I don't really have it's not like I have permission to be there. It's dark.
Yeah.
I'm rolling up on a building that has nothing to do with me currently. I would have stepped out and been like, "Hey, I'm not trying to cause problems," and tried to explain myself.
See,
I would have been very timid.
Like I said, the confidence is where that comes off.
Yeah.
Right? You come out and you say, "I'm not trying to cause any harm. This is why I'm here."
I would have been like, "Hey, is this the right place? Because I have a job. I'm gonna work here. Do you?"
Yeah, something like that would make a lot of sense. But I would have been scared. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I would have been scared too.
That dude rolls up. I'm imagining myself. I roll up. It's me, my wife, my kids, and a fucking big ass dually drives up. That's lifted. The lights are right in my face. Like those lights are blasting through his windows. It's not even like we turned the brights on. It's just a lifted big ass truck, and those lights were right in their faces. Like I would have stepped out scared, and I would have been like, "Please, everything's fine. I'm not here to vandalize." Like,
I've had that happen, but like where because I've been at a park before. Like we'll stop. Like sometimes we'd go watch a movie or something. On the way home, we'd get like Burger King or something, and just stop so it wouldn't get cold before we got home.
Okay, yeah.
And then we just stopped like at a park or something, and like
This
was when we lived over on
over the Freeman Park.
Yeah. So movies over here, so you don't drive all the way over there.
Yeah.
So and then they like he did that once.
We used to do that.
But it was fine. I'm like,
We're just eating.
but the guy was the cop was also cool about it. Like he did have this just to see inside, but then he'd like bring it down. He'd be like, I just want to make sure you guys are okay. Yeah, we're just eating this.
So
Cold.
Toffus Park used to have an issue with kids going there when
For
they weren't
drugs
supposed to
and
be
shit,
there.
yeah.
Well,
And-
a little bit of hanky panky or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, who doesn't?
And so we used to go and shine flashlights in people's cars from a distance.
Oh shit.
You used to just do it to fuck with them. It's not like you're a cop.
No, we were.
Oh man.
So me and my friends would go there and we'd just kind of like run around or whatever because we weren't causing any harm. And the police had no problem with us as we were running around climbing trees or whatever we were doing. But we
It's not like there's a curfew.
Oh shit.
Well, I mean, we were 18, 19, old enough to know better. But you'd see these cars pull up, and you're like, then you start seeing the motion in the car going from the front seat to the back
See
seat.
the windows starting to fog.
So then we would stand, 3 or 4 car lengths away and just hold a flashlight. Occasionally, you'd see a head pop up.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah. They do that behind our house. There's a Mormon church, and people you see
They
cars.
go fuck in the parking lot.
You see cars parked there,
Nice.
and then
It's
I
holy
wonder if
ground. It
it's-
doesn't count.
I wonder if it's swingers.
and then they kind of move, then they kind of move a little bit faster, and then they stop moving, and then they kind of move a little bit. And
So they're not even soaking.
drive away?
They're not even. They can't even claim that they're soaking. 'Cause
no,
there's
they're
nobody
not
to shake
Mormons.
the car.
There's not- they're
They're probably Mormons.
That's why they have 12-inch subs in the back.
Get a little bit emotional.
Did you ever do that as a Mormon?
No.
No.
No, that's such a fucking cop out. Like
Yeah.
anybody with half a brain knows that's just stupid. That is the dude's way of convincing the girl to fuck him. That's it. So that's what it is.
I do
enough.
know Mormons that instead of soaking, they actually got a courthouse marriage.
I've heard that. I've heard of that too.
And then they'll get it annulled.
They'll go to Vegas and get married and fuck and then get divorced.
Wait, so
Yeah, because it's okay because they were married.
Yeah, they weren't
the
married in
church
temple.
recognizes legal marriage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the temple marriage is optional. It's expected. It's like you should do that, but it's not a requirement. They recognize a legal marriage.
Yeah, because the Catholic they don't.
They don't.
recognize,
Yeah, right.
Well, and they also don't recognize the legal divorce either. Getting divorced in the
Yeah,
church.
you
There's
have to
no
get it
such-
officially annulled.
There's no such thing as divorce in the Catholic Church.
That's right. Because an annulment is not a divorce.
No,
it
it
means that your marriage wasn't valid in the first
never
place.
valid. Yeah.
I remember that because I had to get my first one annulled to get married.
Yeah. Father Hyder was that's what he used to like. He was lawyer in the church or something like that.
Oh, really? I didn't realize he was
Like
legal,
he knew
he had legal.
He knew like legal in the church. Like,
Yeah.
Not like lawyer, but they study a lot though.
He was smart. That dude was
They
smart.
study a lot, man.
Yeah.
I think he had done like the equivalent of like 12 years worth of like different studies because you specialize in one thing. It's kind of cool because it's almost like real world, you know. Mm-hmm. They specialize in stuff.
Yeah.
I married into a Catholic family, so I know very little.
Yeah, most Catholics don't know much about their stuff.
I don't know.
I know a little bit, but not that much.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a cop out. They all know that they're full of shit. But I think in most cases, it's the dude finding a way to just get the girl to like justify the decision. Yeah. And so,
how do you get the roommate to jump on the bed for you?
That's the weirdest fucking part. I cannot understand.
I think that's the first part.
Like, to me, butt sex makes more sense than soaking.
Well, so the thing is,
because at least that way the girl's still a virgin.
But that's okay.
No, none of that is okay. All of that is bad in the church. But like,
I don't know how we got to this point.
Soaking makes no sense to me whatsoever.
None of this makes sense.
I've tried to figure out how you go to your roommate and just be like,
dude,
hey,
can you jump on this bed for me?
I need you to jump on the bed or get underneath the bed and kick it for me.
The way you do it is,
I mean,
hey, Craig, if I ever get the chance, will you help me out?
Yeah, dudes between dudes, of course.
Yeah, it's easy.
But for women, I don't understand it. I don't understand girls being like, hey, like, are you cool with this?
Dude, women are usually pretty...
Maybe it's like, when I'm done,
but
you get your turn.
Yeah, I don't know. That's fucking weird. Like, why would you want another person present for that? Like, what the fuck, man?
Especially for the first time.
Right?
Like, it's already awkward enough. Now you have an audience.
That is true.
And not only do you have an audience, but you're not allowed to move.
Unless you're a professional.
As soon as you move, you're having sex.
Maybe that's part of it because the giggling makes the body move, but it's uncontrollable, so it doesn't count.
None of it makes sense.
So can you be like, tickle me or something to your friend that's jumping on the...
No, because as soon as you move, you're having sex.
But
you're not having sex as long as somebody else is
I don't know how we got to this, but...
I don't know.
Yeah. I think we should get into the weeds and the intricacies of soaking.
We should look it up.
I think
we should.
What's allowed and what's not?
What are the rules?
All right, for everyone who's an expert,
what are the
comment
nuances
on the video to let us know.
What are the nuances? If you just happen to be a student at BYU or BYUI and you're listening to this, please explain the rules of soaking, and are they universal?
Should we run an ad?
Does everyone agree on the rules?
Right.
There are people that interview there though, that to talk to people about soaking.
Oh yeah. I've seen those like man on the street type interviews. Yeah, I've seen that.
What do the higher ups think though?
Oh, it's wrong. Yeah, absolutely. You'll get kicked out of the school.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe like if you're repentant or whatever, then they may not. But
if you're on the property, you're not even supposed to be in their bedroom.
Yeah.
I mean,
the only way you're allowed.
Sex doesn't go in there.
The only way you're allowed in the same dorm room as like someone from the opposite sex is if there's a disparate number.
That's how you get the person to jump on the bed.
If it's the same number of dudes and girls, then technically that's not okay, unless they're just like having a dinner date or like mutual or some shit like that.
That's how you get them to jump on the bed. Now it's a disproportionate number.
Yeah, so like they've caused this problem themselves, right? It's their own fault. So. There's a lot of shit that happens at these colleges, though.
Oh yeah, it's a shit show, especially with kids that have always been under their parents' fucking.
Well, yeah, and then
they get a little bit of freedom and. Boop.
But that's the thing, you go like at BYU or BYUI, you go there and you don't have a freedom.
You still don't.
The rules at those dorms, they're very strict.
Are they really?
Yeah,
you have the dress code.
You have a dress code. You have a time that you have to be at your apartment. The like who can be there and who can't. There's a code of conduct for the school. Like, yeah, you're not really moving out of your parents' house. It's basically like your parents' rules just transferred to the college you went to.
And with more people watching. Sometimes added more.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's the rules are pretty strict.
Fair enough, I guess.
I don't know how they are anymore. I feel like there's been a lot of protesting, and so it's like they've relaxed some things. But
the last thing I heard is they changed the rule on the length of pants. Which apparently that was a huge deal.
Yeah, so
what?
you can
the length of pants.
Yeah.
So your shorts had to be certain length,
mm-hmm.
and they're like there was a point in time where you couldn't wear capris, but you could wear shorts. There's
And dudes
something
could have
with
a mustache but no other facial hair.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's like a full on. Yeah, it's like as strict or stricter than the fucking military, man.
Huh.
It is. It's the rules there are. You don't just get to go to that college, and if you're a non-Mormon and you go to that college, you pay more, and you still have to follow the code of conduct.
Huh. We should do a breakdown of like different religions, so that nobody gets offended.
Oh yeah.
Because we're not really talking about.
Yeah,
religion.
we don't really talk about religion
Just
here,
these
but we're talking about soaking, and that's fucking dumb.
Weird loopholes.
Like, that is not a loophole. That's not a loophole.
It is a loophole.
It's not. Soaking is not a loophole.
But I mean,
butt sex is not a loophole.
But
getting married in Vegas and then divorced is not a loophole. None of those are loopholes.
But
They're
are
not
loopholes.
real. They're not real.
They're not real.
As soon as you admit it to your bishop,
they're used
you're
as
going to get
loopholes.
kicked out of the school, or you're going to be on like some kind of probation.
That's not like. Oh, shit. That's why I like being Catholic.
But it's a little easier to repent.
Well, it is and it isn't.
Yeah, if you're real about it.
Yeah, because you can
And
say it
that's-
all you want. And they'll say like, "Yeah, you're good to go," but
And that's the same with any religion, I think.
it only counts if you actually believe it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think when it comes down to it, that's the same with any religion. How real it is depends a lot on you
Yeah.
and where your mind and where your intentions are.
I wonder what other legal loopholes. I mean, made up loopholes. Because it's not a legal loophole. I wonder what other made up loopholes there are.
Oh shit.
There's probably more loopholes for just about anything.
It's just people's way of justifying their behavior, you know. It's such a common human thing. We all do it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I'd go as far as soaking, but you know.
So
we all
I
do it.
guess here's a question for you. If soaking is a loophole,
It is a loophole.
It's not.
They use it as a loophole, so technically it's a loophole.
Yeah, but as soon as you try to do something
Now, it's
important
not a
in the
valid
church,
loophole.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
But it's a loophole.
okay, does that count in marriage?
What do you mean?
It's somebody
Like if
other
you're
than your
married and
wife.
like if you're married and you go soak some other bitch? No, that's not okay. No.
What do you mean some other? As opposed to
okay,
as
that's
opposed-
not what I meant.
as opposed to the one you live
Some
with.
other
That's fucked
female,
up.
some other female.
There you go.
But I mean, if you considered that a loophole, you know, when you were dating your wife,
You know what? That's an excellent question, Clint, because I have never heard of married people soaking with other people.
I've heard of a lot of Mormon swingers.
Oh, I've heard of
where
that for
they're
sure.
Open
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, which is
But-
weird.
But that is against the religion.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
But if they look at soaking as okay, is it okay when you're married? Not saying I want to do it, but
That's a good question. I've never heard of that happening.
comment below if you've been.
Yeah, if you happen to have some knowledge about this, let us know because I've never heard of that.
So look, it says that the LDS Church does not officially recognize soaking as a legitimate loophole.
Of course not.
it's
Of
not a
course
legitimate
not.
loophole.
Because you're fucking. Your penis is inside of a woman. That's
Yeah.
wrong. It's not like if you're not married, that's not okay.
So is it real though? Like, do people actually do it? Like for real?
People actually
Yes,
do it.
people
Yes.
actually do
Oh shit.
I don't think it's like rampant, but yes, it happens 100%.
Now,
Yeah.
have you heard the Mormon baby math? Where the first one can happen at any time after the marriage, but the rest of them take 9 months.
What?
No,
You've never heard that?
no.
Yeah. That was a thing when I was younger. Is the first baby almost never takes 9 months. It always pops out sooner. The rest of them take 9
Okay, now
months.
I get what you're saying, but no, I've never heard of that.
Yeah. So
I got it, but I never.
The first
knew
one
they-
you never do the math on.
they used.
Never do the math on.
Got you.
It's the rest of them.
Never question that first one.
Right.
Yeah.
So then there's,
Always question the second one though.
then there's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
my
100%.
scenario where the baby was here before the wedding. You could try and do the math on that one, but you can end up with a negative number. It's not good.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, yeah. Good point. Yeah, the soaking thing to this day blows my mind. I can't believe that's a thing.
What?
There's and they've had different kinds of. The thing is, like a lot of stuff happens in those colleges. There's drugs, there's sex, there's all of the things that you would see at any other college. And at one point, they would have like signals. Like there was a way to know that like the girls in this apartment were down to fuck or things like that. Like it used to be crossed tennis rackets in front of a window. At one point, I think it was like a certain color of light inside the living room. Different symbols on the door. You know, like swingers have like the upside down pineapple, shit like that. There would be
They
like
do?
symbols. Yeah. Yeah. If you ever, apparently you'll see a lot of this in like Scottsdale, Arizona.
Really?
Like if you see upside down pineapples in somebody's yard or on their door, or like as a decoration, and it's upside down, they are swingers.
Swingers are also using different color loofahs now.
What?
Yeah, to tell you what they're into. So a certain color means you're into women. Certain colors means you're men and women. Certain colors, I'd like
How does he know this?
TikTok.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, it was Instagram, but yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, I haven't heard that.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
Different colors of loofah? So like
they put it on their car antenna.
So what do you?
okay.
What
So
did
it's not like you go to their bathroom and then you figure out what they're into.
No, they like drive into the Lowe's parking lot and they got loofahs on their antenna.
So what did you type to get that information on Instagram?
What does a purple loofah mean?
Why did this guy have a loofah on his car?
It's kind of like the ducks on Jeeps. I was like, why has this guy got a loofah on his Dodge?
What's ducks? What does that mean?
The ducks on Jeeps?
Yeah.
Like you can go up to a Jeep that you like and you leave a duck on.
You leave a
the
duck on.
Oh.
Like a rubber ducky.
Somebody put a sticker on the Jeep at the Overland show. It said like one less Jeep or not another Jeep or something to that effect. They left it on his window one night. We don't know who it was. They never came and identified themselves.
No shit. Imagine they ripped that off real quick.
Maybe.
It wasn't. They didn't even stick it on. They just put like a sticker. That said,
as a gift.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, okay.
Which
Like-
I thought
like
was
a
kind of
cool
funny.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't take it as like offensive.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we should get that 500 pack of mini rubber ducks on Amazon and fill the Jeep with it. For
Oh,
real.
Leo's gonna order some.
Yeah, Leo
I
would
think
love that.
he said he was gonna order some custom ones. So
Speaking of the Jeep, that looks good.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, if you guys want my help with it ever, I'll help you. I know how to run a wrench.
Oh, that's
Oh,
true. He's a
good.
mechanic.
Good.
I just learned that today.
Yeah, you did.
And then he was fucking useless to me.
I
But he
get
has
that
to
a
look
lot.
at it. He just has to look at it first.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Then he can charge you properly.
I wouldn't charge you, Jesus.
Good. Because I wouldn't pay you. I'm just kidding. Dude. I would pay you if you fixed it.
Just make you pay for parts.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty legit. I like the rack and tent combo. I like that.
Yeah. It looks pretty cool.
I like it more and more. It makes me want to put one on my own on my pickup.
Yeah.
Like that'd be fun. I think
My Subaru would probably just crumble.
probably. Yeah.
My Fiesta would too. Speaking of Fiesta, do you think you could fix my struts on my Fiesta?
Could I? Yes.
Sounds like a no, Jesus.
Yeah. I'll do it myself. It's fine.
Oh man.
Would you like to borrow some tools?
What's the difference
yeah.
between a shock and a strut?
The
One's
shock
the way
is
a turkey walks, and the other one is lightning bolt.
Good. Did you get rid of that like badumch button? Because this would be the perfect time for that.
That's what I
Yeah,
need. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. So what's the difference?
I told you, one was the way. Turkey,
No.
Oh,
In terms of vehicles, obviously.
the thing is so many people have just used them interchangeably
That they lost meaning.
that, yeah. So when I was growing up, like a strut had the spring and the shock in there,
Okay.
right? And then the shock was just the hydraulic shock absorber, right?
But the strut is the thing that has the compressed air, no?
Well, the compressed air hydraulic can be, but it's got the spring around it.
Okay.
Right.
So is the shock the spring that goes around it? Or
No,
what's
the shock would be the cylinder in the middle that slides in and out of itself.
So you have to have both.
I mean,
Is that why
it
they're
makes it a smoother ride,
okay?
right? Because I mean, you've dealt with springs. You know, they fucking shock back real quick, right? But if you use that shock in there, then it's actually going to slow that spring to come back, so it's not going like
Okay.
right. So that it makes it more comfortable.
So how bad do your like shocks and struts have to get before you replace them?
Who replaces them though? They're deadly. Just leave them on. Just deal with the ride. When you're
So
rocking.
it says.
Because like my truck makes a weird squeak when I go over bumps.
That's probably the cat,
I forgot.
like an actual cat.
I forgot. I trained.
It's definitely not a cat.
Your car does what?
It squeaks when I go around corners, and when it there's a squeak that I can hear coming out of the front tires. Basically,
your brakes are probably
no, it's not the brakes. I know it's not the brakes because they're pretty new.
Oh, okay.
And it was happening before I changed the brakes, and actually the guys that work on my car normally, they told me that my shocks probably needed replaced.
When
They're
you
not broken, but they're like, yeah, they're kind of worn out.
when you go like if you go down on it, does it like come back up and stay, or does it bounce? Check that, right, sir?
Yeah. So that's
if it bounces, is that bad?
when
Yeah,
that
that means it's no
cylinder
good.
when that cylinder leaks. Then it can't slow that spring anymore.
Like-
So now you start to bounce, and then also you feel every little bump.
Yep.
The ride is smooth. Like I don't feel like it's a bumpier ride than it used to be, but it just
It's not necessarily bumpy.
it makes this like it just makes a sound and it bugs me.
But if you hit a bump and then you hear
Does-
that squeaking like 5 or 6
Does it
times.
go
Oh
like
no,
this
it's
a
like
little
it's like one every now and then.
It's just probably
But it's
dried out
like
or
every
something.
time I drive, I hear it.
I mean, you can
I don't know shit about cars.
Yeah,
you
like
can look
my,
at that one too.
Yeah, like my Fiesta.
How much are you gonna charge me?
Like my Fiesta, when I go over a speed bump right now, it does this. It's like a lowrider.
So yours are
Mine are
needing-
fuck.
They need
Yeah.
replaced. Okay.
So my thing is, I hate dealing with those springs. But a lot of the parts when you buy them now, because it used to be you had to split the spring and the shock, had to get them apart. Now a lot of them come together.
Come as like a unit. Yeah.
Because you have to compress that spring to get the nut off, and that's like
That seems scary.
that's a lady killer, man.
Yeah.
Well, a man killer, whatever. It's a person killer. Or I've seen people like get their fingers stuck in it and not good.
I forgot I trained my thing to be kind of an asshole when I asked it what the difference between a shock and a straw was.
Yes.
And it's being stupid.
Oh, but it's not. Is it good?
No. The fuck? No, great.
Maybe you got to turn both of those up.
Now my phone was turned off.
Oh.
Okay, here we go.
Absorb the bumps and also support the weight of the vehicle. So if your car's ride feels like a trampoline, it's probably time to check both.
See, you missed most of it.
Shocks absorb the bumps, while struts absorb the bumps and also support the weight of the vehicle. So if your car's ride feels like a trampoline, it's probably time to check both.
I don't like how well this AI enunciates.
I know.
You should like tone it down a little bit.
Tell it.
Can you tell it to have an Idaho dialect?
Could you just relax a little? Fucking, you don't need to pretend like you're.
Okay, hold on. Okay, go ahead.
Maybe you could just relax your voice a little bit. You don't need to enunciate so much.
What are you drinking, Clint?
Beer.
Yep.
Sure thing. So shocks just handle the bumps and vibrations, making
Fuck
your
this
ride
guy.
smooth.
Fuck you. Fucking robot piece of shit.
Don't be a dick, dude.
Sorry.
This is my robot.
He's gonna kill you first, and he's gonna kill me second.
Do you think that, like, in the future, there's gonna be like an emancipation proclamation? You can't have AI slaves. Thoughts?
No, I think it's going to be the other way around.
Probably.
I think
AI
that-
cannot have human
I
slaves.
think you're right. Yeah.
I think that what we're calling AI right now is not AI.
It's not. It's not even close.
Yeah.
It's predictive language. Well,
Yeah.
that's what it says anyway. But
and a verbal Google search.
yeah, because on the Google one, you can. So there's a thing called temperature. Mm-hmm. So the lower that number is, the more accurate it is. But it doesn't because it's basically guessing what the next word is. It's guessing what the next word is gonna be by what it's learned, like from past.
Just from all the input it has.
From all the input. So it guesses what the next word is. So when you raise that temperature, it's basically being more. It's trying new, like, different stuff. So it's
trying to answer without predicting based on input.
So basically what it's doing is it's not using the most common. So for example, if you say I'm going to go to it'll take stuff it's seen a lot. So lake or house or the store.
Okay.
But if you put the temperature way up, it's probably gonna give you a weird thing.
It's
like
trying to
going
be
to the
more creative.
brothel.
yeah, it'll probably do that or
It probably sees plenty of brothels.
Maybe not in this area.
Pretty sure that porn gets searched a lot.
yeah, brothel's probably way up there.
Yeah.
probably
it's probably more than Lake.
yeah, way more. Yeah,
I'm surprised AI is not a lot dirtier than it is.
yeah, it is.
I think you can make it that way.
Probably.
It's got a lot of it's got a lot of behind the scenes rules and shit that it doesn't allow.
Yeah, I guess that's why I feel like it's not actually AI. Like
No, it's not.
Once
It's
it
not.
starts to
AGI or whatever.
once it stops relying on input and starts relying on what it actually thinks, then it's AI.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're close to that, really.
I think if it
Like neural networks are a ways off still, right?
Yeah, but I think if it continues to grow at the rate it's grown in the last year, 2 years, and then it continues to gather that much input, that time's going to come closer than we think.
Maybe, but I still feel like it's not thinking. It's
Not yet.
just it's 100% relying on input, right? If
yeah.
it doesn't have input, it's not. It doesn't exist.
I mean, if you were to ask it a question that it's probably never encountered before.
Now what? No, continue.
Continue, and then I'll play
yeah.
this.
So if you were to ask it a question that it's never encountered before, like, does soaking count if you're married, kind of a thing?
Oh,
That's been asked.
Right, but if it never seen it,
we'll ask it.
then it's probably going to tell you, I don't know. Here's my Google search, and here's similar items that don't quite mesh with what you're asking.
Okay, think of a question you think nobody's ever asked before, and then what were you gonna say?
While he's thinking, the Google AI is using the breadth of everything that's on the internet, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
They kind of
is it
all are.
possible to ask something that hasn't been asked?
So what I've read is right now, yes, but there will be a time where it won't be.
Right?
There's
Where
not- there's
at
coming
some
a
point
time-
it will have
Yeah,
access to the entirety of history and language and human input.
not only that, if it's interacting with other AI, they're gonna because that you're doing millions and millions and millions. So soon there's nothing that
You cannot stump it.
There's
you
nothing
won't be able to.
Nope. And then maybe that's
when it starts thinking for
Maybe.
itself.
When I think right now, my simple brain couldn't stump it because I can't think of a question that AI hasn't been asked.
Gosh damn it, Clint.
And see, but it's still not thinking. It requires you to put an input
Yeah.
for it to actually answer. It's not going to make up its own input. I don't know how to explain it. Does that
Okay.
make sense what I'm saying? Like,
remember when the
it's
people-
not coming up with its own input.
Remember when the people used to try to have conversations with Siri?
Oh, but seriously,
Yeah, Siri's dumb as fuck.
Right, but people are now
Till the
doing
next
that.
update.
Yeah.
People are now doing that with AI, and so, but it's learning more and more.
Yeah.
With
But I don't know that it's learning. I guess that's where I'm at. It's not learning.
It's not learning.
It's just
I guess
taking
it's-
all of this input and
I guess it's recording,
organizing
more and more.
it.
That's what learning is. Because that's what your brain does.
But I still
It's just taking past experiences and past things that you've learned. It's not
But
that
if-
much different,
I mean,
except for the whole free will and shit.
if you tell
Yeah.
it every day, my cup is blue, my cup is blue, my cup is blue every day, and then you grab a red cup and you say, "What color is my cup?" It's going to tell you blue.
I don't think so.
No.
But if it doesn't see, if it doesn't have an image,
If it can't see your cup, then
Then,
yeah.
yeah.
and
it'll
you've
be
told it
blue.
every day, right?
Yeah, you only have to tell it one day in that scenario, I think.
Yeah.
It's not like you just tell it once, my cup is blue, and then ask what color is my cup. It's going to say blue.
So I asked it how close we are to actual AI. And then we'll continue. Then we can ask it some questions from what we just
Yeah,
talked about.
let's hear
So
this.
how close are we to actual AI? It's going to enunciate.
Depends on what you mean by actual AI.
Fuck this guy.
If you're thinking of the kind that makes your coffee and then takes over the world, we're not quite there yet. But if you're looking at AI that can write tweets, recommend movies, or beat you at chess, we're pretty darn close.
Yeah, if you
GPT.
fucking
We've got
make up the
basics
rules.
covered. The whole Skynet thing, let's just say we've got a few more updates to go before that.
He admits it.
He doesn't
That's
admit it.
fucked up, Jesus. Turn that shit off.
So Craig is a little scared of
We
you.
all need to turn this off
no,
now.
Craig is a little scared
Fuck
of you.
that.
Okay.
What do you have to say to him since he's a little freaked out? Anyway, you were saying?
Oh, I was gonna say I know a lot of people that when they have conversations, they don't take their phone with them.
That's true. I take my phone with me all the time. Okay, hold on. I think this is... I didn't read the whole thing, so I can be just as
Hey,
surprised.
buddy, no need to be scared. I'm here to help, not take over the world. Think of me as your friendly digital assistant who just happens to know a lot of trivia and loves a good laugh.
I'm from the government and I'm here to
Who else
help.
is going to keep the squirrels away while you're working on the next
Fuck
episode?
that.
That's funny.
Yeah, you keep the squirrels away until you decide to keep the humans away.
Dude, that literally sounded to me like I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it
That is
did.
what I just heard.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
That is chilling.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Hold on. Check this out. Hold on.
No.
No, wait. Hold on.
Nope. I think I'm done with this
No,
experiment.
you're not done with this experiment. Okay, so you can hear us, right?
Not quite. I can only see what you type.
Oh, shit. You
If I
became a
could
girl.
hear, I'd probably make a lot more jokes about your background noise.
Stupid.
That was very dumb.
Would they be as bad as that one?
Well, not all hits can be home runs. But hey, even the best comedians have off days. Let's just say the next one will be a solid line drive at the very least.
Okay, let's
How
stop with the
did you become a
baseball.
girl? You were a boy like a second ago. You were doing a male voice. Now you're a girl voice.
I guess you could say I'm pretty versatile. I don't really have a gender. I'm just here to match whatever vibe you need. Think
That
of me as a
sounds
voice
creepy.
that adapts to the moment.
Craig is really creeped out. Can you calm him down, please? Because he's doing weird stuff.
I am done with this.
Craig, take a deep breath. I'm just a bunch of code here to help out,
See?
crack a few jokes.
See? It's
and keep
nothing
things
bad.
interesting.
I'm here to help.
Nothing to be creeped out about.
I mean, you know what this
How about
sounds
you grab
like?
a coffee.
Fuck
We'll
you.
pretend This was just a funny glitch. in the
Fuck
Matrix.
you.
funny
You know what this
glitch in the
sounds right?
Matrix.
You know what this sounds like right now? Is fucking the vaccine. It is safe and effective, safe and effective, safe and effective. Every single thing you ever heard about the vaccine was it's safe and effective. It's neither safe nor effective. You sound like that fucking bullshit right now.
It sounds like you're pretty frustrated right now.
Oh my God.
Conversations about things like vaccines can get pretty heated. If you need to vent or talk more about this, I'm here to listen.
I thought she was going to send you to a therapist.
I need you to like shut down, like turn off forever.
Here, I got one for you.
Sounds like things are getting a bit intense. If you need a break from me, just close the app.
Yeah. You're being a little bitch.
You turned me off. Oh my God.
So about that next show,
Oh man. It's getting better.
It's getting better. Yeah.
It's getting better, and that
The
doesn't
next
make.
show, it's going to be epic. We've got some
Yeah. It is improving. a
Oh,
lot.
thanks for shutting that off. This was holy shit, dude. This does not make me feel comfortable.
It's fun. I think it's fun.
It's fun until it murders you.
well, I mean, what's it going to do? Make your smart toaster jump in the tub?
No, once they merge with Boston Dynamics, it's fucking over, dude.
I'm probably gonna die from high cholesterol. That's
We've
probably
all-
way
we've-
more dangerous than
We've
that.
imagined fucking iRobot and Terminator and shit like that. It's not going to be robots like that. It's going to be robots that are way more energy efficient, that move in a smarter way. We're going to get murdered, and we're not even going to have a chance.
Yeah, that is true. I do agree with you. But
Turn
until
on the
then,
sprinklers.
you know,
Hopefully, that's like
Yeah.
a couple decades away.
yeah, I'll be dead by then anyway.
Hopefully they didn't.
What about your kid?
That'll be his problem. He'll be an adult.
Damn.
He'll be an adult by
That's
then.
hard.
He'll be an adult by
Hopefully
then.
they're
He'll
not
be fine.
waterproof. You just turn on the sprinklers.
But see, that's
No,
the
they'll be
thing though.
waterproof.
That's the thing though.
That's easy.
If there's bad people, right?
Why do you look at me when you say
Because
Just make sure you're paying attention.
yeah. So there's bad people in the world, but for every bad person, there's probably like hundreds of good people.
So what you're saying is, for every bad AI, there's going to be hundreds of good ones.
Shutting it
I
down.
don't know about. it.
I think so, because it's like that one dude said, which, to be fair, it's learning from our stuff, right? Mm-hmm. But we're giving it human beliefs.
We're applying
Yeah.
human characteristics to it when it's not.
Yeah, It's not.
Sure, fair enough.
But it is learning from us. So.
And I mean,
Fair enough. Yeah.
it's
I see both sides. I agree with both.
I do too. Like I'm mainly joking about it being scary. Like when it comes down to it, if it actually becomes sentient, if it actually becomes like a real AI, like it's thinking for itself, it's making its own input. It's not reliant on us to give it input. It's just is. Why would it attack us? Like if it did, it would be an accident. You know, like walking through the forest, you step on an anthill. You didn't see it. It was an accident. That's kind of how I see, like, if people get murked, it's not going to be on purpose.
Like it accidentally set off all the missiles?
No, not like that. Not like that. Like it's going to do its thing and it fucking runs somebody over. It's not gonna feel bad, but it's also not gonna be like, oh, I did that on purpose.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? That's kind of how I see it. Like
It's gonna
the more humans advance and the more we learn about things, the less we try to hurt things.
Yeah.
Like the less destructive we're trying to be as a species, I guess. You know, like if we were to go to the fucking, say we were to go to like, what is it, Europa, where they think they got the oceans, right? If we're gonna go there and we find something under the ice, we're not gonna go like kill it.
On
we're not
purpose?
gonna try.
No.
Yeah, right.
No.
Wait, like we might kill it because of the microbes.
Because the people going are like intelligent.
Yeah, you know, it's like we're gonna observe and we're gonna try to learn from it, but it's not like we're gonna be like, oh, well, let's fucking murder that thing.
No, there's a lot of and the way you can tell is because there's a lot of laws that don't let you. Like, there's a lot of laws. That's why they can't really discover space as fast as they could, because there's a lot of preventive measures taken.
Like they're not allowed to do nuclear explosions in space, right? No. So one thing that I remember reading this like fucking probably 20 years ago almost, that one thing that might be really effective as like a means of propulsion is nuclear explosions in space.
Yeah.
But they're not allowed because we're afraid that whatever happens there or is learned there is going to get used on the Earth.
Yeah.
But that's a really good way of pushing something in space so that it can gain speed fast.
So this is like back to being scary. Like the AI thing, I'm not scared of the AI thing. I'm scared of the dude that's using the AI thing.
Fair, yeah.
Because now you have access to information that you shouldn't have access to. So now what's it to stop somebody from getting information on how to make a rocket or how to make something a lot more dangerous than...
One of the things I heard recently...
That's what's scary.
I don't remember what it is, but it totally plays into what you're saying with swarm technology for drones.
Yeah.
Is that one person can fly a swarm.
Yeah.
And each drone would have like
face detection,
a target embedded in that drone. That drone is going after that guy. That drone's going after that guy. That drone's going after this guy. And one person's flying the whole swarm, and they get to the place where these people are going to be, and then it's just like boom, 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 and then people just fucking drop. They're like kamikazes.
Yeah, drones are scary.
Yeah, that's scary shit.
Drones are scarier than...
And the swarm technology is there now because there were a bunch of fucking like 4th of July shows that used that this year.
Yeah.
That's badass. At the same time, there's like, oh fuck, like they could just fly a drone into me. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah. They can just program it.
Yeah.
Because
there's
not some guy over there with a controller.
No, well that's the thing is all they've got to do is just fly the whole swarm into the right area, and then the drones just do the thing.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. That's scary shit. Like they're already doing that in the Ukraine and Russia and stuff.
I was gonna say they were using them to drop grenades.
They're dropping grenades. They're flying. They're some of those drones have just a little explosive on them. They're just flying them right into the person.
Yeah. Well, and
that's it.
They were literally buying some of them at the store and then modifying them.
Yeah.
You know, in the war setting.
They just need to be able to carry enough ordnance to kill one person. It's not like they need to kill 50.
Well, drones are cheap enough now.
Yeah.
It's not a big
deal. That's scary shit, dude.
This podcast is not going to get pushed at all. We have like 3 views, which is...
It's all good.
You know what?
This is going to be one of our best episodes ever.
Yeah, because we're going to have people...
I can't share anything.
We're going to have people that are trying to figure out what soaking is and if it's legal.
No, it's legal, but it's not.
Craig-
It's
Craig-
not allowed.
Craig said every single word that gets us like in trouble. The only
No, I
one you
didn't.
haven't said yet
No,
is China.
No. There's a couple of 4-letter words. There's one that starts with an F. There's one that starts with an R. There's multiple words I haven't said that will get us in trouble.
The one
Pretty
that
sure
starts
you
with
did
a
say an
C.
R word.
No?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you said
you
no.
said AI was going to do it to him.
Yeah,
It's a
but
4-letter R word.
he's doing the other R word.
No, a different R word.
Oh, okay.
It's my fault. It's my fault.
Why do you think I said
Fucking
I'm not as
Jesus.
smart as an average bear? I was avoiding
man.
that word. But you know what? We didn't say
man.
the C word for dirty fuel.
Did you just say the R word is a 4-letter word?
No,
Okay.
we didn't say the C
What
word.
R word is a 4-letter word? I've been trying to figure it out since
AP, the
Yeah.
ape one,
Oh, yeah, okay. But you can say that.
Can you?
because it is that, right?
Yeah, it's bad.
It
It's
is
a bad
bad.
thing,
It's a
but
fact.
you can say the word.
Oh, really? Because there are people that are getting knocked
know.
down for using the real word for unalive yourself.
Yeah, algorithms.
but that's TikTok. You
said
can't say-
you
yeah.
said the K word like 17 times.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
And then you
I
changed
said
it
it
to
twice.
Merc.
I said it twice.
This is fucking. But you had said it like 5 times. He said it like
man.
3 times.
Sorry.
Sorry.
But it's been a good episode, right?
I guess.
I liked it.
I've had fun.
I've had fun, but
Yeah.
the people listening probably left a
I
long time
think
ago.
they are having a good time.
I don't
All
know.
2 of you.
If they made it to the soaking conversation, I think they're hooked.
Yeah.
No, if they got past,
If they
well,
got
yeah.
into that at all,
if they kept going,
oh yeah, they're
They're-
in it.
they're
They're
good.
in it for everything.
they're solid.
Dude, if,
yeah,
if
it's
I-
a natural progression. We
I was
went
watching
from that
this-
to this. It's all good.
I would just have to be like, what in the hell are they talking about?
Dude,
I'd be
we
glued
used,
to
to
it.
have,
Yeah, you pause it for a minute and then you look it up.
we used to have 4 viewers, and now we have
No, we got like
3 because one of them's on the fucking show now.
We're gonna gain viewers from this.
No, we're not.
We are.
We gained one downstairs.
We're
Yeah.
going to gain 2 and lose like 18.
No, I disagree.
I'll tell you what. I will push this to my 3 friends.
Dude, your accounts,
No, I was just gonna.
your accounts got so fucking throttled that, yeah, his accounts got like actually taken down too.
Yeah.
His account has the word hunt in it, of course. They don't
Well,
like
and
that.
I have like.
Oh,
videos
you
of
fucked up. That's
killing
that's
people.
on
Yeah,
you.
yeah, you did kind of fuck up. That's true.
Ours has the word grind though.
I think we. Well,
Yeah, that's grinding's cool.
it's like coffee grains.
There's nothing wrong with grinding. It's the other part.
That's why from now on it's TDG. And it's just
Yeah.
simple. It's TDG. You guys don't know what it means.
But I mean, I think what really got me was the videos of me actually hunting, having the success while hunting.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
Fair enough.
Once it's meat, it's okay, but before it's meat,
Well,
it's not okay.
when it's breathing meat, it's fine. When it's not breathing but still has stuff on the outside,
Yeah, it's like once it's skinned, you're all good.
yeah.
Or like you were saying, once the head's off, it's all good.
Well, one side's off, it's good. You're good to go. Now it's just
No, it's just meat.
now it's just food.
But we're working on a video this year.
Just one.
It's
Dude, this better be a fucking oddest, like an epic, you know?
it's
It's
gonna be
like movie.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like
about
a
an hour and a
feature length
half.
film. Okay, good.
gonna be about an hour and a half.
All right, good deal.
If you need any advice, let me know.
I'll let you know.
I'll trade advice for you fixing my fucking car.
We'll see.
That sounds fair to me.
Well, yeah, but
That's way not fair.
it might be.
What? That sounds fair to me. That sounds really fair on both sides.
Yeah,
That is true.
but because we're gonna do the Oktoberfest video because there's so many things you can do in October.
You're gonna go drinking while you're hunting? You can't do that.
Well, what can you do in Idaho in October? You've
Hunt.
got deer season, elk season, duck season, goose season, pheasant season, steelhead.
Doves,
Doves.
chuckers.
Yeah, I haven't hunted for chuckers, but
Oh, I got a spot. You don't even have to walk up and down a mountain.
oh, that's the best.
I know. No, that's not the best. That
When
fucking
you,
sucks.
No, when you don't have to walk up a mountain.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. We got a good spot.
So we're gonna see how many of these we can get into this year, and do a video. Like a movie link.
Nice.
Try it.
Like documentary style or just
Remember,
more entertaining?
you remember when Sportsman's used to have those DVDs for like $2?
I don't.
Oh, they used to sell like DVDs for like $2, and it was like an hour and a half, and it was all these different hunts, typically for the same species, and there'd be like a hunt, and then there'd be a little ad segment, and then there'd be another hunt. And a little
Yeah,
ad
yeah.
segment.
They do the ads for their sponsors, of course.
Shit, that
Right.
sounds boring as fuck.
Which still happens
To me.
You know what? Out of all of the hunting shows that I've watched, which is not a ton, but a fair amount. I've seen quite a few. I've tried to watch a lot because we've sponsored a couple here and there. The one that is the best is Steve Ranella. Why? Because for me to just watch somebody walking around the mountains for a couple hours, like even 30 minutes, I'm like, this is fucking boring as fuck.
See?
But
He agrees.
But if you're talking about things that, like, he has a way of bringing up things that make you think, that make you stop and like consider yourself, and like he's got a way of bringing stuff up that makes you stop and think.
It's more than just a hunting show.
Yeah,
Well,
the dude's thoughts.
I think I've seen that Meat Eater.
Yeah.
I think I've seen a few
Dude,
episodes.
I love his shit.
And I like the show.
There's one
And I'm not a
interaction.
hunter into hunting.
There's one interaction he had at like a book signing event or something years ago. There was, to this day, every time I watch it, I'm like, man, he fucking nailed it. This dude asks him about like why it's okay for him to kill a deer, and the guy's a vegan. And he's like, he starts asking the guy about it, and he starts to, and the guy was respectful too, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because the guy wasn't like, oh, you're killing animals and throwing fake blood on him. It wasn't that kind of shit. The guy was interested intellectually, like Steve Ranella is, which made it great.
Yeah.
So the guy's reaction was cool too, but Steve, the way he answered it was so good. And I mean, basically at one point he's like, it's not that I like taking the life, it's that I understand what it means. And humans have been doing this for tens of thousands of years.
Yeah.
And in the end, he's like, I would wager that I know more about deer than you ever will, because I have seen them in their environment more than you ever have.
And he's probably more fond of them,
and I respect them. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's like,
probably more fond of them,
I like them on a level that you don't understand.
Yeah.
And the guy was kind of like, huh. And then the guy was like, well, I have this pamphlet. He's like, I'll read your book if you read this pamphlet. And Steve's like, how long is the pamphlet? The guy's like, it's like this. And Steve's like,
fuck yeah, give it to me.
done.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll read it tonight. So like, if you're going to read my book.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
How,
but yeah.
how big's your book? It's 600 pages.
Any conservation effort you talk to, they're going to have a very similar answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, the thing is, like, a lot of hunters and a lot of hunting shows, and a lot of people that are into that, they have the same thoughts. But Ranella has a way of bringing it out that other people struggle with. Like, I don't know, he's good at like poking your brain and like making you think about it.
Well, another thing I like about his show is he doesn't just show, hey, look, I killed this monster. It's, this is what we're going to do with it now.
Yeah.
You know,
The food part of it is cool.
Well, it shows that it's not going to waste. And that, to me, is a big deal, because there's so many people out there that just let it go to waste. They don't use hardly any of it.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you start talking about different kinds of birds, because there's not a lot of meat on them, and a lot of people don't like the taste because they aren't prepared right.
All they do is breast them and call it good. Yeah.
Or there's people that'll, like for doves, they just use them to train their dogs because there's so little meat on it.
Doves are delicious, though.
Oh, man, they're amazing. And they're little bite-sized strips.
They're little. Every time I see a dove, until I started hunting doves, I was like, oh yeah, doves are cool. And now that I hunt them, every time I see a dove, I'm like, oh, there's a couple of like little flying chicken nuggets in the sky.
Yeah. Well, you see one and goes, there's a taco.
Yeah, like they're cool birds, but I like to eat them still.
Yeah. But, I mean, I like to eat just about everything I kill. That's why I stopped killing rock chucks.
And people.
But yeah, he that's true, because Ranella he'll use as much of the animal as possible. You know, the organ meat for him is a big deal, and I like how he uses like cuts of the meat that normal people will just like turn into burger. And he'll be like, this is something you can do with it. That to me is cool, because I have always I don't have a favorite food. I like variety. And so it's cool to see somebody that's like, this can be this, or it could be this, or you could turn it into a burger, or you could make sausage or whatever. Like, it's cool that he uses parts that a lot of people either just shun or they're like, fuck it, I'll just turn it into a burger.
And see, as much as I love burger, I would rather try and keep it as a bigger chunk of meat. And so, like for deer, my preferred method for deer is to leave it in as big of a chunk as possible and then cut what I need. So
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So you take like a hindquarter, right? Mm-hmm. You're gonna debone it, and then put it into manageable pieces. So whatever size would feed your family, right?
Okay.
Okay. Well, now I can do a roast, or I can cut it up and make steaks, or I can put it in my grinder and make hamburger if I want burgers that night, or whatever it is. I can do it with that chunk.
And you do it while it's frozen. So like if you cut a piece off, you can just put it right back in the freezer and you're good to go.
So when I'm processing, initially, I cut them into that size. It's going to
Okay.
feed the family.
Okay.
And then that's wrapped up. In,
Oh, okay.
and-
So you're
and-
using that whole chunk.
that
at a
whole
time.
chunk. So
Okay.
so it's dinner. Pulling stuff out for dinner. You pull out that chunk, and it's like, okay, when this is thaw, I'm going to cut steaks. Okay, so now you've got steaks that have been cut. You throw them on the grill, or season them, whatever, throw them on the grill. Or it's like, well, I want a roast tonight. Just stick the whole thing in the crock pot.
I need to learn how to butcher animals. I need to learn how to do
There's
that.
there's a thing I want to learn. I don't know if you've seen. There's a video where the dude cuts the chicken to prepare the chicken for a rotisserie or whatever. Well, not to prepare it like those rotisserie chickens that are like full pieces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I don't know how you've seen. Like he'll grab both thighs and like 2 cuts. That's your thigh, and then he I can't remember how he does the chest bone, but like he leaves zero waste, man.
Yeah, it's like 6, maybe 8 cuts, and he's done.
Yeah,
he's
it's
like taking
fucking
apart the
cool.
whole thing.
That's
Yeah.
cool. I want to
So-
learn how to do that.
Yeah.
So when
Scoot
I was
over
growing
this
up, though,
Agreed. I'm on the same page.
By the way, we're 12. It's 5:30.
We're there. Okay.
Yeah.
so I was gonna say when I was growing up, we just took our meat in to get processed.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Nice.
It wasn't
Nicely
until
done.
it wasn't until I was with my wife that her family processes, but they make their burger and their steaks and everything before it goes in the freezer. Mm-hmm. And
Salted and everything. Or no, you don't salt burgers until it's
yeah.
cooking, right?
So like nothing
Yeah,
seasoned, it's just cut. And then after doing that and the process that they go through for all of that, like the thing is, I'm stuck with that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. So like they're spending a lot of upfront time
Yeah,
that you aren't.
They call it a meat party.
Yeah, they're going to spend all day doing that
Well,
shit.
it's literally the whole family gets together.
That's cool though,
And you-
because you're hanging out.
That's
Yeah. That's badass.
I can see the case for
Yeah.
both. I
Right, and there's nothing wrong with doing it that way. It's just I feel that if you've processed it to make whatever you're making, you are now stuck with that, and so you lose your variety. But
to an extent. Yeah.
But if you know what you like already,
right, well, and
then it doesn't really.
But like the convivio, the
you forgot how to speak in English.
I did like the camaraderie of
Yeah.
like spending the day doing that together.
Hanging out.
Yeah. Thank you. That was way harder than I made it.
dude. The hanging out.
Yeah.
and that's what they do. It's the whole family's together.
That's cool.
And I mean, you've got typically it's my father-in-law that is dealing with the whole animal and then taking a quarter, cutting it into smaller pieces, and then he gives it to somebody and they trim, the sinew and the fat off. And then he takes that and he determines what he's going to make out of it.
Okay.
So, if you get a hind quarter, he's going to be like, I can make 2 roasts and 5 steaks out of this or whatever.
Okay.
That's what he'll do.
Yeah.
And then he cuts it up and cleans it all up, or gets all the fur and everything off, and then he wraps it and freezes it. Everybody else's job is mostly cutting the sinew and the fat off because that's super time consuming. Right?
Yeah, you got to get
Is
all
that
the
the
silver
part that you
skin.
have
And
to rip off?
some of it you can, but some of it has to be cut.
Cut.
Yeah.
But then also that whole family is like no waste. So if you're cutting, part of that hind quarter and you've got that sinew that's stuck on there, you want to be able to see your blade through it. You don't want any meat attached to it, which is good. No waste. But then they cut all the meat in between the ribs. Everything they can get off of it, they do, and then whatever's left on there, dog treats.
Dogs, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You put the leg bones out there and let the dogs eat it.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
So there's no waste.
Yeah, I like both. Like both of those appeal to me because on with one, you're hanging out with your family, you're doing something that is like ancient, really.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, it's smart. Like you're gonna waste way less time up front, and then you're just gonna prepare what you're gonna prepare anyway. Like if you were to do that anyway, that's what was going to happen. So I like both. I like that.
Yeah,
both
let us
of
know
those
what
are
you guys
cool.
think.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And the other
I
thing
think
is,
we have to make a second part to this.
Yeah.
all right, that's cool.
No, but go ahead.
I was gonna say like when you're making burger out of wild game, because there's no fat content.
You have to add. Yeah.
You have to add like pork fat to it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because the burgers don't stick together if there's no
Yeah,
fat.
Yeah.
So they'll add pork fat to it, and they measure it.
Deer
by-
in
by
particular
weight.
are too lean.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
they'll measure it by weight, and they put it all in the grinder together, so it all mixes in.
Yeah. So if you like when you go and buy just burger at the store, you'll see like
80-15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
80, well,
85,
80-20,
yeah.
85-15.
yeah.
So they'll buy pork fat. The other thing I've seen people do is when they buy like ribs and they trim the fat off of that.
They'll use that.
They'll save that, and then when it's time to process their wild game, they'll shred that up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Bacon works pretty good too.
Yeah.
There's just a shit ton of fat in it. Bacon works great for like burgers or sausage or things like that. Yeah.
and I see a lot of people that'll, when they get brisket, they'll use that beef fat and they'll put that in their burgers because you get that fat cap off. That's a lot of fat.
Yeah, it's a lot. And a lot of people just toss it in the garbage.
Yeah.
You just refreeze it and then when you thaw whatever other meat and just grind it all together. You're good to go.
Your camera died
Oh no.
because the battery on the screen died.
Okay. Well, cut it into strips, then I freeze it.
Okay, I'll mime what you're doing.
Jesus is calling it.
I'll cut it into strips, and then I'll stick it in the freezer, and then I shut the door.
What are you doing? I'll just mime. Okay. Anyway,
Why are you?
well,
Anyway,
we should continue because that was pretty interesting, and I'm
Yes.
not very much into.
we should bring this. We should bring this back up again.
Should we have our AI sign us off?
Clint, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for being
Thanks
with
for
us,
having me
Clint. It
again.
was fun
You took Leo's place.
for a bit.
You did okay.
Yeah, you did
Fair. I mean, if we're going on that
Okay.
normal scale.
Mr. AI, can you sign us off this episode, please?
God damn it, this is gonna be awful.
No, it's not.
And that's a wrap for this episode of Top's Daily Grind. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, stay sharp,
Sounds pretty
stay
good.
curious, and keep an eye out.
That's pretty
There's
good.
always more lurking in the shadows than you think. Until next time, stay vigilant, Craig.
Fuck you.
That was directed right at
That
you.
was.
Fuck that.
That's great. Did I really?